Tuolumne Meadows, on the northern eastern edge of Yosemite's National Park, also known as God's Country. Today we're out here celebrating my sister's birthday, and to commemorate this momentous occasion, we will be climbing the southeast buttress of Cathedral Peaks, a classic Yosemite route that leads up to one of the most stunning peaks in the park. This climb would mark Devi's second multi-pitch ever, and our first time climbing alone without the support of another team. It was going to be a long, challenging day, where Devi's technical climbing skills would be tested, and her mental game would be pushed to its limits. The only real concern we had was about her ankle. We did not know how much strain she would be able to place on it, and whether or not she would be able to comfortably finish the day. It would be the first time since the accident that she would really stress test her healed ankle. You see, about 1.5 years ago, we were training at the indoor rock climbing gym, attempting a boulder problem in a cave, when Devi fell in between two mats and, well...
And then you broke the tibia too, and it's just so loose, nothing, and then this is the
That's
talus.
right now?
No, this was earlier. So that was after I kind of pushed on a little bit. So before that was probably even worse.
Yeah, well,
okay?
it was out of place. Maybe.
Well, it's still out of place, you can see. So let me show you what it looks like.
Trimalleolar ankle fracture involves a break in the 3 sides of the ankle, the medial, lateral, and distal. They set her in a temporary cast and told us to call back to schedule a surgery. Luckily, they asked to have her back in early the next morning. It's 11:30.
They tell you how it went?
Really well.
Okay.
It's fixed. It'll be good. He said it went beautiful. How did you feel?
Better.
The doctor strictly forbade Devi from bearing any weight on the foot for 2 months. Relegated to a cast and bed rest, her entire life had changed. She could not walk, go to work, or leave the house. Restricted to a sedentary lifestyle, I could see the stress taking its toll. Then the unthinkable happened.
To tell people the truth. We need to bend the curve in the state of California. And in order to do that, we need to recognize the reality. The fact is, the experience we're having on the ground throughout the state of California, the experience that's manifesting all across the United States, and for that matter, around the rest of the world, require us to adjust our thinking and to adjust our activities. In the state of California, many people are very familiar with these adjustments.
I could see that the injury was fueling feelings of isolation, frustration, anxiety, and even depression in Debbie. Now on top of this, multiplying the paranoia and fear that accompanied the initial shock and uncertainty of the global pandemic. Things were getting heavy. The sojourn into the desert is the dark night of the soul. It's a journey to that place each of us goes when things fall apart. Hopelessness and despair reign. Nihilism beckons. Where do you go when you can no longer run? When we look back at our lives in retrospect, we realize that it's always the hardest of times that have helped shape us into who we become. Your story is your creation. You are the artist with the force of life flowing through you. The story you tell yourself about difficult events will either tie you to the trauma and limit you, or help you create a life you love by giving you new depth and insight into yourself. This is the art of transformation. We use difficulties as fuel for enlightenment. It's all grist for the mill. If you don't like your art, guess what? You have the power to change it.
but it's okay to move it
Are you wanting me to do like a specific, like back and forth circles?
straight
like...
up and down. Yeah, I mean, you can kind of do ABCs, you know, that's kind of a good duration for mobility.
With the stitches out and the go-ahead from the doctor, Devi began the long process of rehabbing her ankle. The progress was slow but steady. There was finally some light at the end of the tunnel.
She called the doctor and the doctor said,
After 3 long months in a cast, weeks of uncertainty, days of pain, after all the blood, sweat, and tears, Devi was finally able to take her first unaided steps on her brand new ankle, metal plates and all.
my nasty scar. Made it. Ah! I'm gonna sleep good tonight.
Yeah.
What am I supposed to do now?
You could step across to this ledge. Breathe, calm yourself down. We're almost there.
What are we gonna do to get down?
Devi, calm down. You're starting to lose it. You need to get yourself together.
Oh.
Come on.
Oh my fucking god. Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh my god. Wow. Thank you, son, for not leaving us in the dark.
We got enough sun to make it to the base of this mountain.
All right.
Faith is about going through hell, coming out with some scars, and becoming a wiser person from the lessons you learned along the way. You must take the scars of your past and appreciate them for what they have taught you. You also have to take the scars, the lessons of your past, and not let them control your future. Level 2 fun. It's a little unnatural to feel gratitude for things we never wanted in the first place. But from this heightened vantage point, we understand that there are opportunities and benefits that lie with adversity. I really admire Devi for having the courage to rope up again after the accident. And in all honesty, I don't know if I would be able to do the same. And because you possess the courage to answer this call to adventure, we got to share this amazing experience. The memory of this day will live on with me forever. And way out there beneath the stars, across the meadows of Tuolumne, I could see the greater visions of San Francisco Bay and beyond, like a jewel in the night. Yosemite is truly God's country.